in Swat, the Talibanization started from 2004, and then it was like developing day by day. And first the Maulanas, they used to speak on the radio just about Islam and harmony and peace and about the religious teachings. But then later on, when we used to hear their sermons, they were saying that the girls should not go to school. They were against the going of girls to market as well. They were against the women's rights.